Hello everybody, welcome back to the Body Coach TV. My name is Lucy and I'm going to be taking you through a 20-minute beginner's yoga flow today. So this flow is for anyone who has never tried yoga before, or maybe you've tried it a few times before. And even if you're an advanced pro yogi and you just want to bring it back to basics, this flow is for you. You don't need any equipment today, just need a little space for your mat and your lovely smiling faces. And we're going to start in a seated position. So you can sit cross-legged. If this is not too comfortable, feel free to grab a block or a cushion. You can sit on that, or you can just sit with your legs out straight. Find a nice comfortable position for you. And we're just going to start how I start all of my classes, with the breath. So all we're going to do is ground down into this space. Once you've found your comfortable seat, just start to close down the eyes. And then see if you can start to feel your shoulders stacking over your hips. So notice if you're a little bit rounded, or maybe if you're even leaning back, and see if you can just get that nice straight spine. And then allow the eyes to close. We're just going to start by taking a nice big deep inhale through the nose. And a nice long exhale through the mouth. Good, one more like that, nice big deep inhale. And a nice long exhale. And then just take a moment here to really just check in with yourself and how you're feeling physically. How does your body feel? Maybe you've had a super busy day, this is the first time you've had to sit down. Or maybe you've had quite a nice, slow, chill day. Whatever you're feeling, just start to pick up on those feelings and see if we can observe them. And then just start to let go of anything that might have happened before this class, anything that's going to happen after this class, and just allow yourself to be really present for these 20 minutes. And then see if you can set your intention for the practice today. So all that means is just thinking about something positive you'd like to bring into the class, or something you'd like to happen outside of the class. So that can be feeling grateful for someone or something. It can be just being happy, being mindful, anything that you can think of that you want to bring into your life. See if you can just start to picture that in your mind. And we're just going to take one last breath to seal that intention. So nice big inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Okay, then you can slowly start to open the eyes with a nice soft gaze. When you're ready, on your inhale, we're going to sweep both arms up to the sky. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. Lovely. Inhale, we're going to reach both arms up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the floor. Left arm's going to reach up and over. Nice deep side stretch. You can keep this bottom arm straight, or if you feel like you can slowly bend the elbow. Keep reaching that top arm up and over. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to come all the way back up to the center. And then slowly drop your left hand down. This time, right arm reaches up and over. Again, you can keep that arm straight or bent. It's completely up to you. Try not to drop this top shoulder, so keep opening it out. Good. Inhale, we're going to come all the way back up. And as you exhale, we're just going to roll over your legs, or you can simply just roll your legs around the side, coming into our tabletop position. So you want to bring your hands on the ground, directly underneath your shoulders. Spreading the fingers nice and wide, and then you want your knees to be directly underneath your hips. So we have a nice, stable base beneath us. Spread the fingers nice and wide. We're going to start with some cats and cows. So we want to try and move with our breath and sync this movement to our breath. As you inhale, we're going to drop the belly down, look up towards the sky, press the shoulder blades back. As you exhale, round the spine, drop the head, really push the floor away. Good. Inhale, drop the belly down, gaze up. And exhale as you round. Lovely, last one. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze up. And exhale, round, push the floor away. Good, come back to a nice neutral spine. We're going to spread the fingers nice and wide. And we're going to just warm up the wrists a little bit. So just start to roll around into your hands nice and slowly. And you want to really feel that weight as it runs across the fingertips. Lovely, then just start to switch directions. Good. Lovely. From here, we're going to take your right leg out behind you, square off your hips, and then engage your tummy muscles so that we're not dipping into our lower back. As you inhale, bring your knee to your nose, round the spine. Exhale, kick back out. Lovely. Two more like that. Inhale to come in. Exhale, reach back out. Lovely. Last one, we're going to hold. Inhale, bring the knee in. Hold it there. Can you squeeze that thigh up in towards your chest? One more deep breath. And exhale, kick it back out. Lovely. Drop that right leg down. We're going to switch over to the other side. So this time, left leg reaches out behind you. Engage those tummy muscles. Inhale, bring your knee to your nose. Exhale, kick back out. Lovely. 2 more. Inhale to come in. Exhale, reach out. Last one. Inhale in. Hold it there. Squeeze that thigh up as high as you can. Push the floor away. One more breath. And slowly reach back out. Lovely. Drop that leg back down to the floor. We're going to come into our first downward facing dog. So you want to make sure that your hands are shoulder width apart. And then we're going to tuck the toes under. And nice and slowly just start to send your hips up and back into your downward dog. We want to keep the legs bent today. So if we start to straighten out the legs, we might find that we're rounding forwards. So keep the legs nice and bent. Send your tailbone up to the sky and start to press your belly back towards the thighs. Good. And see if you can create some space around your shoulders and your ears. So press the shoulders away from the ears. And then you can start to pedal out the legs. So just bending into one leg at a time. Just starting to warm up those hamstrings. Lovely. Don't worry if your heel doesn't come all the way down to the floor. That's absolutely fine. Lovely. Then just find that stillness again. So keep a nice big bend. Tailbone up to the sky. We're going to come up onto your tiptoes and then slowly tiptoe your feet all the way up to your hands at the top of your mat. Take them hip width distance apart and then bend your knees so that your belly rests on your thighs. So you can bend quite deeply here if you need to. And then just hold onto your elbows and slowly rock from side to side. You can shake your head yes or no, just releasing any tension in the neck. Lovely. Then we're going to drop your hands down to the floor. Big bend in the knees and as slow as you can roll up to standing. The head is the last thing that lifts. Slowly peeling yourself all the way up. Then your head lifts right at the top. Well done. We're going to take a nice big shoulder roll. Lift them up and roll them back. Good. Inhale, we're sweeping both arms up to the sky. Nice big breath in. Exhale, we're going to fold over the legs. So bend the knees. Drop the hands down to the floor, drop the head. As you inhale, we're going to come up halfway. Bring your hands to your shins. See if you can straighten the legs, straighten the back, and then press the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, drop your hands down to the floor. And we're going to step your feet back into your high plank. So you want your shoulders to be over your wrist, tummy muscles engaged, and up high onto your back tiptoes. Let's drop your knees down to the floor. Now keep your elbows glued into your sides. As you exhale, we're going to lower your chest all the way down to the ground, nice and slow. Lovely. Bring your belly onto the floor, untuck your toes. And as you inhale, we're going to come up into your Cobra. So this is just a mini back bend. And you don't want to push too high up. You want to be in a place where if you lift your hands off the floor, you stay in the same place. Good. Slowly roll back down. Tuck your toes under and we're going to press it all the way back up into your downward facing dog. Well done, you've done your first vinyasa. This time as you inhale, we're going to come up onto your tiptoes. Again, tiptoe your feet all the way up to the top of your mat, coming into your forward fold. So big bend in the knees, drop the head. As you inhale, we're going to come up halfway. Fingertips to your shins, roll the shoulders back. Exhale, roll back down. Inhale, we're going to come all the way up to standing. This time, sweep your arms up overhead. Take a nice big stretch. Exhale, hands come down to the heart. Lovely. We're going to come into a couple of balances from here. So we're going to come into our tree pose. I want you to see if you can lift up all of your toes and then place them down onto the floor one by one, from your little toe all the way down to the big toe. So you have a nice wide base. Bring your hands onto your hips and we're going to put all of our weight into our left foot. And with your right foot, you can have a few options here. You can have your toes on the floor, heel into your shin, foot on the shin, or you can grab your foot and bring it all the way up into the thigh. Take whatever option works for you and avoid placing the foot directly on the knee, so above or below. Slowly bring your hands to your heart, relax the shoulders. Don't worry if you're wobbling, it's absolutely fine. Good, hold it there. Now, option one, stay here. Option two, we're going to reach the arms up to the sky. Keep pressing the shoulders away from the ears, make sure they're not reaching up. Hold it there. One more deep breath. then slowly bring the hands back down to the heart. Lovely. We're going to take that foot off the thigh or off the shin, slowly bring it forwards, and then drop it down. Place it down onto the floor nice and slowly. Well done. We're going to do exactly the same on the other side. So hands onto your hips again, this time left foot. Option 1, toe on the floor, heel pressing into the shin. Option 2, foot on the shin. Option 3, we're bringing it all the way up. Good. Hands together, relax the shoulders, and see if you can tuck your tailbone under slightly, so engaging those muscles in the core. Well done. Relax the shoulders. Imagine you're a little tree and there are roots coming out through your foot to help keep you stable. Good. And again, option 1, stay here. Option 2, we're going to start to reach those arms up to the sky. Make sure the shoulders don't come with the arms. Relax the shoulders. One more deep breath. Good. And then slowly bring the hands back down to the heart. Lovely. Very gently peel that foot away from the leg. Bring it forwards. And exhale, we're going to drop it down. Well done. Give your legs and your arms a little shake. We're going to come to the top of the mat again. Feet hip width distance apart. As you inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. Exhale, we're going to fold over the legs, drop your head down. Inhale, come up halfway, hands to your shins, roll the shoulder blades back. Exhale, we're going to plant those hands down, step it back into your high plank. Now you have a couple of options here. You can take the first option that we did, which is dropping our knees down to lower down to the floor. Or if you're feeling super strong today, you can keep your knees lifted up off the floor. And as you exhale, elbows come into your sides, slowly lower down. Take whatever option feels right for you. If your knees are lifted, we're going to come up into your up dog. If your knees are down, you're going to come up into your Cobra pose. Good. From there, tuck the toes under, and we're going to press it up and back into your downward facing dog. Well done. Take a nice big inhale through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. Good. Keep a nice big bend in those knees, tailbone up to the sky. We're going to take your right leg up to the sky, and you want to keep squaring the hips off, so flex through that back foot. Good. As you inhale, bring your knee to your nose, round the spine, hold it there, and then we're going to drop that right knee down just underneath your right wrist. From there, we're going to kick your foot off to the left-hand side, drop your back knee and wiggle it down the mat. We're going to come into our pigeon pose. If you have any knee pain in this pose, I'll give you an alternative after we come into it. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to walk the hands down. So you might come onto your elbows, you might drop your forehead down to the floor, you might even rest your forehead on your arms, whatever feels comfortable. Now, if you do have any knee pain in this pose, I just want you to come onto your back, and we're going to take your right foot, place it onto your left thigh, relax your shoulders and your head, and you can either stay here or you can interlace your fingers around your left thigh. Try to keep your shoulders and your head down on the ground. So whatever pose you're in, we're still going to get that same glute stretch, just this one has a little bit less pressure on the knee. Lovely. Wherever you are, take 2 more deep breaths. And see if you can really use that exhale to help you sink a little bit deeper into the pose. So can you let go a little bit more? 1 more deep breath. Good. Now if you're holding onto your legs, slowly release the legs. And we're just going to press yourself back up to a seated position. If you're in your pigeon pose, we're going to walk your hands all the way back up and then swing your left leg all the way around to the front of the mat. So we're all going to meet in this position. Want your right foot into your left thigh, flex through the left toes. As you inhale, reach both arms up to the sky, nice straight spine. And as you exhale, imagine you're reaching for something really far away from you as you start to fold over the leg. Good, so you might hold on to your thigh, you might hold on to your shin, you might be able to grab your ankle or your foot, wherever you are. We want to focus on getting the belly towards the thigh before your nose touches your knee. So if you notice that you're really, really rounded, see if you can just straighten the spine and then hinge forwards, even if you have to come up a little bit more. Absolutely fine. Wherever you are, we're going to take 2 deep breaths. So take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, can you sink into it a little bit more, just a millimetre. 1 more nice big breath in. And a nice long breath out, relax the shoulders. Good. Slowly start to roll all the way back up. We're going to lean back onto your hands, cross your legs, and we're going to come back into our downward dog. So you can either roll over the legs or you can just kick them around the side, however you want to come into your downward dog. I don't mind, just get there nice and slow. Good. Once you're there, we're going to do the same on the other side. So this time, left leg is going to reach up to the sky, but keep the hips square, so don't let them pop out to the side. As you inhale, bring your knee to your nose, round the spine, hold it there, and then we're going to drop your left knee down to the floor, kick the foot off to the right hand side, drop your back knee and shuffle it down. Good. Again, you can come into the reclined position. I'll show you again in a moment if there's any knee pain. Otherwise, take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, we're going to walk it down. Good. And then hold there. You either drop your head to the floor if you can, or just stay on your elbows. And again, for knee pain, we're going to come down to the floor. This time, left foot onto your right thigh. You can stay here and hang out here, or you can interlace your fingers around your right leg. Whichever option you take, see if you can close down the eyes for this one. And really start to just notice the breath. Can you use your breath to help you sink a little bit deeper? Using that exhale, we're going to take 2 more deep breaths here. And don't worry if your breath is longer or shorter than mine, we all breathe at different paces. So it's absolutely fine. 1 more breath. Good, and then slowly release. Come back up to seating if you're lying down. And if you're in your pigeon pose, we're going to walk those hands all the way back up. And then swing your right leg all the way around to the front of your mat without knocking anything over. So you want your left foot into your right thigh, flex through the toes. Inhale, reach both arms up to the sky. And again, imagine someone's pulling you from your fingertips as you start to fold all the way down. Hold on wherever you can on your leg. Relax the shoulders, and remember belly to thigh before nose to knee. So straight spine rather than a rounded spine. Good, wherever you are, close down the eyes and start to take those nice deep breaths. And see if you can let go of the aesthetics of this pose, of how it looks, and just focus on the sensations. Don't worry about how straight your leg is or how low down you are, it really doesn't matter. We all have completely different bodies, so we're all going to make different shapes. What matters is what you can feel in the pose. Take 1 more deep breath. And then slowly roll all the way back up. Well done. From here, we're going to shuffle forward to the top of your mat, so you have some space to roll down behind you. Hold on underneath your knees on the back of the thighs, and we're slowly going to lower all the way down to the floor. So your hands are going to slide down the thighs. See if you can keep the core muscles engaged as you gently roll all the way down to the ground. Lovely. Relax your shoulders, relax your head, and just bring your knees in towards your chest. So give them another little squeeze. You might rock from side to side, just massaging your back against the floor. And then we're just going to take your feet out onto the ground so they're flat on the floor, and then step them out so they're about the width of your mat. Reach your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. Take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, simply just drop both knees over to the right hand side, and we're going to turn your head over to the left. Now see if you can close down the eyes here. Really starting to slow the practice down even more, starting to unwind. And see if you can let go of every single muscle in your body. So can you notice if there's any tension anywhere that we're still holding on to? Maybe you're still tensing the thighs or the arms. Can we start to let that go? And just begin to focus on your breath. How does your breath feel? We're just going to take 1 more deep breath on this side. Now on your next inhale, bring both knees all the way back up to the center, keep the feet where they are, and as you exhale, drop them down to the left, turn your head to the right. So just coming into that lovely little easy twist, both shoulders nice and heavy on the floor, closing down the eyes, and just starting to let go. Again, notice where you can feel your breath. Can you feel it moving in your belly or your chest? I'm going to take 1 more big breath here. And then nice and slowly, bring both knees all the way back up to the center. You're going to bring them into the chest. Give them a little hug, a little squeeze. And then bring your forehead up towards your knees, curl up into a tiny little ball, as small as you can be. Take a nice big inhale. And as you exhale, release your arms, release your legs, come to lying down flat on your back on the floor. And this last pose is called our Shavasana. All you have to do in this pose is simply just lie down and be. So see if you can close your eyes. Can you draw your awareness to that space in between the eyebrows, and can you just soften that space? And allow your whole body to soften into the ground. Let go of any muscles around the face. If you're clenching the jaw, see if you can let that go. And for these next couple of moments, we're just going to be here in silence. You have absolutely nothing left to do, and you have nowhere else to be right now. So just allow yourself to be here. And see if you can just watch the breath as it moves in and out through the body. Maybe noticing if it's moving in the belly or the chest. Just becoming aware of that movement. If your mind starts to wander off, it's absolutely fine, but whenever you can, bring it back to the breath. And if you want to spend some more time here today, you're very welcome to spend as long as you need here. If you want to get up with me, you can wiggle your fingers and your toes. Keep the eyes closed and just start to notice any sounds you can hear around you. And we're going to take both arms up overhead and take a nice big full body stretch. Just enjoy this moment, enjoy this feeling. And then keeping your eyes closed, we're just going to roll over to one side. So just take a little moment on the floor here to check in with how you feel. And then again, keeping the eyes closed if you can, start to press yourself up to a seated position. Coming back to where we started, so any comfortable seat will do. Bring your hands onto your legs, sit nice and tall in your spine. As you inhale, we're going to lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Exhale, roll them back down. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Notice this lovely calm energy you've created in your body. And just know that you can create this whenever you need to by simply doing this class or just coming back to your breath. See if you can bring this energy with you into the rest of your day. Bow your head down towards your hands. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that practice and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you guys again soon.